A very good afternoon to one and all present here. Myself, Dr. Manusi Kotoki, your host for today's session. Today we have with us esteemed speaker Dr. Jonali Gogoi. She will deliver a talk on the topic of basics on SPSS. Before starting the talk, let me briefly introduce her. She is a assistant professor in the Department of Statistics in Assam University, Silchar. She has more than 20 years of teaching experiences in various colleges and universities. She has guided several research scholars. Currently, 4 research scholars are working under her guidance. She has done her PhD from Tezpur University on the topic of reliability theory. She has also published more than 20 research papers in various reputed international and national journals. We are very glad to have her with us. Now, I like to invite Dr. Jonali Gogoi to deliver her talk. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I welcome all of you to this one-week faculty development program on scientific software, which is organized by Department of Mathematics, School of Basic Sciences, Kaziranga University. Today I am going to give some information about SPSS. So I designed my presentation title as Basics of SPSS. SPSS, also known as IBM SPSS Statistics, which is a software package used for the analysis of statistical data. Search for knowledge or any systematic exploration to institute facts is research. In the process of exploration to knowledge, researchers often encounter huge numerical information. And the process of exploring this body of numerical information and to attain meaningful insight from it is called data analysis. So analysis of data is a process of inspecting, cleaning, transforming and modeling data with the goal of discovering useful information and suggesting conclusions. The analysis of data sets are having wide application in different branches of science, social science and in business domains. Keeping this in mind, this presentation is prepared to help those students and scholars who want to learn and analyze data using SPSS. Let's start. This is my first slide. This is called title slide of my presentation, and the title of my presentation, which I have already told you, as Basics of SPSS. So what is the full form of SPSS? So we move to our next slide. The full form of SPSS is Statistical Package for the Social Sciences. So the first version of this software was released in 1968 as the Statistical Package for the Social Sciences. That means earlier it was called the Statistical Package for the Social Sciences. It was developed by Norman H. Nye, Dale S. Band and C. Hudley Hall. Here Norman H. Nye, who was the father of SPSS. Originally, it is a short form of statistical package for the social science, but now it stands for Statistical Product and Service Solutions. This is one of the most popular statistical packages which can perform highly complex data manipulation that allows users to analyze and interpret data effectively. And this is from basic descriptive statistics to advanced multivariate analysis. SPSS can handle various data analysis tasks. That means with the help of SPSS, we can handle various data analysis tasks. And where we use SPSS? SPSS is a widely used program for statistical analysis in social science. And it is also used by government, survey companies, marketing organizations, market researchers, health researchers or education researchers and others. Next, these are the objectives of my presentation. That means I am going to explain about these objectives in this presentation. First one is SPSS interface. When we open our SPSS software in our laptop or desktop, what we'll see in our SPSS interface. First one is data view window and variable view window. Means there are two types of windows in SPSS interface. Then again we are thinking about the data. What are the types of variables? What are the levels of measurement? These all things we are including in this data, thinking about data. And then next, data entry procedure. So how to enter the data in our SPSS window and how to import data from Excel or others from our to our SPSS window. And next, the last point here I am going to explain about the data management. How to manage the data in our SPSS window. And here I am going to show how to recode variables in SPSS window. And here the SPSS interface, first I am going to explain data view. So what is data view window? When we open our SPSS software, then we will see first data view window or variable view window. Two types of window we will see. In data view window, here what we will do? The place to enter data. That means in data view window we enter the data. Then there are columns and rows. What are the columns? These are the variables. And what are the rows? These are the records, cases we can see. And in our variable view window, this is the place to enter the variables. And here all the list of variables and all the characteristics of all the variables are present here. So now you see, this is I have taken screenshot of data view window. So here you see, this is the data view window. And here these are the variables. You see, these are the columns. These 1, 2, 3 like that. These are the columns and these are called variables. And these are the rows. So that means these are the cases or records we can see in this data view window. When we click this variable view window, what we will see in this variable view window, you just see here again I have taken the screenshot of variable view window. You see here in this columns, that means the variables, here the characteristics are written. Name, type, white, decimals, level, values, missing, columns, align, measure. 10 characteristics are present here. And these are the rows. And here you see name, that means here we enter variable names. And then type, what are the types? Numeric or string, I will explain later. And then labels means the description of the variable names. If we click this window, then we will get this type of variable view window, and here we will see this type of characteristics. So next, thinking about data. So thinking about data, that means what? What is data? All we know, data are measurements or observations that are collected as a source of information. This is called data. And data may consist of facts, figures, names, numbers, even description of things which is organized in the form of graphs, charts or tables. This is all about data. And then you see, this is a synthesis of a variable. So here you see, this is a synthesis of a variable. Here we see there are two types of variable. First we are getting, one is categorical or qualitative, or another one is numerical or quantitative. So in this categorical or qualitative variable, here we will see there are two types of variables again. That means we can divide categorical or qualitative variable in two types. One is continuous and another one is called your discrete variable. And for this numerical or quantitative variable, again we will get two types of variables again. That means we can divide in two forms. One is ordinal and nominal. Ordinal and nominal I will explain later. But first all we know about continuous and discrete. I am going to explain what is continuous variable and what is discrete variable. A discrete variable is a variable that takes on distinct countable values such as numbers or integers we can see. For example, number of students in a class, this is for discrete variable, and again we can say number of patients in a hospital. These are examples of your discrete variable. That means we can count. So discrete variables are finite. And what is continuous variable? Continuous variable is a variable that can take on any value within a range. A continuous variable takes on an infinite number of possible values within a given range. So this is called your continuous variable. What are the examples for continuous variable? We can say the height of the persons collected from a crowd is the example of a continuous variable. Again we can say body temperature of ICU patients. This is also an example of continuous variable. So next you see what is variable. Here I have given the synthesis of this variable and I have shown here the types of variables. Okay. Then what is variable? What is the definition of variable? Variable represents the value. That means in statistics, a variable is any characteristic, number or quantity that can be measured or counted. What are the examples for variable? Age, sex, country of birth, eye color, vehicle type, class grades, business income and expenses are all examples of variables. So here I have already explained about the variable types. We know that there are two types of variables, categorical and numerical. So what are the categorical or qualitative variables? Here I have given variables which record a response as a set of categories are called categorical or qualitative. So here I have given the example: ethnic group, we can say religion, we can say marital status, gender, birth order. All these are the examples of your categorical or qualitative variables. And then what is numerical or quantitative variable? Variables which record a response that has a numeric meaning are called as your numerical or quantitative variable. So for example, scores on test of intelligence, pounds, seconds, dollars, is. These all are the examples of your numerical or quantitative variables. So next, measurement. So what is measurement? The process of applying numbers to objects according to a set of rules is called your measurement. We know there are 4 scales of measurements. So what are the 4 scales of measurements? First one is called your nominal scale. Then second one is called your ordinal scale. Third one is called your interval scale. And fourth one is called your ratio scale. Here I have shown your in case of numerical variable, you see ordinal and nominal are present here, and here I am going to explain about all those variable types. That means the scales of measurement. Okay, this is simply I have shown the levels of measurement in a diagram: nominal, ordinal, interval and ratio. That means 4 types of scales are present in levels of measurement. So what is nominal, or we can say this is also called the first level of measurement. First level of measurement is called your nominal scale. So what is the definition for this nominal scale? Nominal scales involve the simple classification of subjects into categories. The numbers have no real meaning other than differentiating between objects. For example, ethnic group, religion, marital status, gender, these all are the examples of your nominal scale. Or we can say nominal scale describes a variable that do not have a natural order or ranking. And the nominal scale is a naming scale, we can say, where variables are simply named or labeled with no specific order. Or we can say nominal data can be qualitative and quantitative both. This is the first level of measurement. So what is your second level of measurement? This is called ordinal scale of measurement. So what is ordinal scale? Ordinal scales involve the simple classification of subjects into categories that have an inherent order. These scales do not have either equal intervals or a true 0 point. That is, for example, for ordinal scale, birth order. So, ordinal means what? Ordinal means order. In ordinal scale, order matters but not the difference between the values. In ordinal scale, this scale can be presented in tabular or graphical form in case of this ordinal scale. So, third level of measurement is called interval scale. So, what is interval scale? Interval scales have equal intervals but are measured from an arbitrary point. For example, we can say scores on test of intelligence, achievement, personality. These are all examples of your interval scales. So, what does interval scales means? Interval itself means space in between. And interval scale are numerical values in which we know and the exact differences between the values. This is your third level of measurement. And then last one is your ratio scale. So what is this? Ratio scales have equal intervals with a true 0 point, a point at which there is none of whatever the scale is measuring. And what are the examples for ratio scale? Pounds, seconds, size of group, dollars, is. This ratio scales not only produces order of variables but also make difference between variables. Ratio scales has all the properties of interval scale and absolute or true 0. So this is again I have given the synthesis of this variable type and levels of measurement. Here you see variable type, qualitative, this is categorical we can say, and here for this qualitative or categorical variables, levels of measurement is nominal. And here you see quantitative variable type, and this quantitative variable types are numerical. Here we can use discrete or continuous type, and for numerical, what are the levels of measurement? Here I have shown ordinal, interval and ratio. 3 types of levels of measurement present in this quantitative or numerical variable type. Okay, this is the synthesis of our variable type and level of measurement. Next, data entry. Now you see, all of you please see this slide. Here one person is sitting under the umbrella and working in his laptop. Suppose we are considering this person is a researcher and he wants to enter the data in his laptop for analysis purpose. And here he is going to use this type of most demanding software which is called SPSS. So what is the process to enter the data? How he can enter the data in his laptop? How he can import data in SPSS window? So the data entry process, here when we open our SPSS window, first we define our variable names in variable view window. When we open our variable view window, just you define your variable names. And then you open your data view window, then you enter the data and the values of the variables. Then this is the next slide, definition of variables. Here 10 characteristics are used to define a variable. I have already showed in variable view window there are 10 characteristics which are name, type, weight, decimals, level, values, missing, column, align and measure. So what is name? Each variable must have a unique name and have to be less than 64 characters. And here the first must be alphabetic. And space are not allowed. That means here we cannot use space. And what is the type? It specifies the type of data for each variable, internal formats and output formats. So in case of internal formats, we will get numeric string, which is also called alphanumeric, and then output formats. Here we will get comma, dot, scientific notation, dollar, custom currency. And then for numeric variables, numeric measurements are there, then codes, and the definition of the size of the variable. And then what is string variables, which is also called alphanumeric? String variables contain words or characters. Strings can include numbers, but taken here as characters. And here mathematical operations cannot be applied to them. And the maximum size of a string variable is 255 characters. We should remember what is the maximum size of a string variable, and which is 255 characters. And then next one is void. So by default, when a new variable is created in SPSS, it up to be numeric and to store 8 digits. Normally it is 8 digits, but it can be changed. And what is decimal? Number of decimals in case of numeric type we can use. And what is label? Descriptive name of a variable. And here maximum we can use 256 characters, and which is used in the output. That means when we will get the output of our analysis, then there will be the label. And then values. So value labels are descriptors of the categories of a variable. Then coding. Next, column. Number of characters for the column wide. Align, which controls the display of data. It can be left, right or center. The next one is measure. Levels of measurement. Here I have given nominal, ordinal, interval and ratio. But in case of SPSS, interval and ratio are designated together as scale. By default, for string variables is nominal, and the default for numeric variables is scale. Here another thing I am going to explain, that means how to import data from Excel in SPSS. So here I have given the codes. What is this? Now you see in SPSS window, first you select the file, then you click on open, then again you click on data, and here one window will appear. Then you choose Excel as file type, and then after that you select the file you want to import. That means which file you want to import in SPSS window, then you select that file and then click open. And also you indicate desired range of spreadsheet to be imported. Now here you see I have just given here the screenshots, and you see here the worksheet is here, the range, and then maximum width for string columns here it is given, and then OK, click OK. I'll show these things in SPSS window, just you see. Now I am going to import data from Excel in SPSS window. For this, first I'll open my SPSS window. So how we can open? Just you click on your SPSS software icon. Now here you see in my laptop, this is my SPSS software icon. Just double click on it, then it will come. Slowly it is coming. Okay, so it is coming. Now you see in left top corner, file is there. File, edit, view, data, transform, all are there. So here in this file, just you select and then open. It will come open, then again you go for data. Just click on it, data, then this window will appear. Now you see here I am going to import Excel file in my to my SPSS window. Okay, for this I have already saved my Excel file in desktop. So here files of type, that means file type is given here. Just you see here it is written SPSS statistics. Just click on it, then this type of files are coming. So here I've required only Excel files. So just select this Excel file, just click on it, then it will come here. And again you go for in this looking, that means my file is in desktop, that's why you just click on here desktop. So now you see this is my Excel file, example 1. I have saved named as example 1. Just click on it, then it will come. File name is example 1, that means this is the Excel file. Just you click on open, then you see what will happen. Here you see opening Excel data source. So this one is coming, worksheet sheet 1 A1 to A11, sheet 1 is this up to this, and maximum white for string columns, here it is given already. That means here just we have to click on OK. So just you click on OK, then it will come. That means the Excel file will come in my SPSS window. Now you see this is my variable view window in SPSS, and this is data view window. So these are the data, these all data are present in my Excel file. So these are data, and this is data view window, and this is variable view window. That means I have already imported the Excel file to SPSS window. Now you see I have already saved this Excel file in my desktop. So this one is my Excel file, example 1. So I have already imported this file to my SPSS window. So in this way we can import the files in SPSS window. This is I have imported from desktop. You can also import it from D or E drive also. Now we come to our last point of our presentation, which I have already mentioned in my objective slides, which is data management. Here I am going to show you how to record variables in SPSS. So for this I am going to show you a data set which I have already entered in SPSS. Now you see this is the data view window and this is the variable view window. I have already entered for time saving. So now you see here the data set I have named is salary.save, and here you see all the characters are there, and I have given the name of this for this data set. I have given these names and the labels. From this we can understand serial number, SL underscore number, that means serial number. SAL, this means salary on joining. House underscore in, household monthly income. Place of residence. Age, this means age at last birthday. PREV underscore Q, this is the previous qualification. SPEZ, that means specialization in statistics. PER underscore PRE, percentage in previous course. PER underscore stat, this means percentage in statistics. EMP underscore PAR, that means both parents employed. State of residence. Sex, it means sex of the respondent. Q underscore FAT, this means that qualification of the father. Q underscore MOT, qualification of the mother. SCS below, this means schooling type. So we have already entered this data, these variables in variable view window, and after that you open data view window and you entered all the data. So I have already entered this data set here. So on the basis of this data set I am going to show you how to record variables. Okay, so now we move to our main presentation. So data management, what does it mean? What is data management? How we can give the definition for data management? Data management is the process of collecting, organizing, protecting, storing, validating data, integrating different types of data from different sources, including structured and unstructured data. Next you see, here I have given 4 important pillars of data management, which are data strategy and governance, data standards, data integration, data quality. These are the 4 important pillars for data management. Okay, so now at the heart of data governance decision making lie 4 important, or we can say 4 essential C's. That means these are capability, 4 C's, that means capability, capacity, compliance, competency. So these are the 4 C's of our data management. Managing data well is really an important skill, and we can say in this case SPSS is a good software to learn the basics of the data management. So that's why we are using here SPSS software. And here 3 important key elements to data management process. We can say these are importing data into SPSS, labeling data for variables and values, and sorting and merging data. Now this is my question to record variables. How to record variables I am going to show you. So first question to record variables, this one is record the variable place of residence. This is on the basis of those data set which I have already shown to you, into a new variable with 2 codes only, namely 1 for home and 2 for others. This is the first question. This is the second question. Record sex into same variable by interchanging the codes. This is the second question. So on the basis of those data set we are going to perform this. Now you see here first you go to transform, then you click on record, then into different variables select the variable place of residence, give name and label of the new variable, click change, then click old and new values, put 1 in old value and 1 in new value, then click add. Then also select all the values, then assign new value to and click add, then click on continue, then at last OK. Then we go to the variable view and assign values to the new variable, namely we can say 1 for home and 2 for others. I will show you in my SPSS window again. Next you see here I have taken some screenshots, transform, record into different variables. Then here you see this screenshot again. After that we will get the result how to record the variables. And for the second question, to record sex into some same variables, we perform these steps. These are the SPSS command. So you just click on transform, then record, then into same variables, then select the variable sex of respondent and bring the variable to numeric variables box, and then click old and new values. Put 1 in old value and 2 in new value, then click add, and put 2 in old value and 1 in new value. Then also again you click on add, then continue, then OK. Then we will get the record sex into same variables. Okay, so this is we can say how to record sex into same variables. I am going to show you this in SPSS window also. Okay, for this I am going to open my dataset, salary.save. Dataset name is salary.save. I open this dataset, and here you see our question was record the variable place of residence. I have taken place of residence on the basis of this dataset and into a new variable with 2 codes only, namely 1 for home and 2 for others. And second question was your record sex into same variable by interchanging the codes. Again you go for your data set, and here you see I have already given the codes, SPSS commands in my slides, presentation slide. So from there you can perform. Just click on transform, then you click on record into different variables. What is coming? This window is coming. So from here place of residence you just select, and then click on it. So here it is coming, place. Numeric variable box is coming here, place. Okay, and here in right hand side we have given output variable. Name is there, label is there. So just give name. I have given your name as place, and then label is your residence. Then you click on, after giving name and label, then you click on change. Okay, then again you click on old and new values. What is coming? This window will appear. Here in left hand side old value and in right hand side new value. Just you see old value, here one box is there, and in this old value you put 1, and again you put in new value 1. Okay, then you click on add. So what is coming in this box? Old, new, 1, 1. Okay, then again you select here means all other values. Here you, this side you see, just click on all other values. Okay, after that you assign new value 2. Here you give 2. Then again you click on add. What is coming? Else 2. Okay, then you click on continue, and then you click on OK. So what is coming? This is your result. And then we go to our variable view window. You see, and assign the values to the new variable, namely 1 for home and 2 for others. It is given in our question. So here you see in variable view window, for this window, here you see what we have given, 1 for home, and for others we assigned as 5. So here we have to change 1 for home and 2 for others. After changing this, we will get our result. Okay. So next you see next one is our same record sex into same variable. So for this I have also given some SPSS commands here. So from this you just perform your analysis. How we can perform? Just you open your dataset again, then just click on transform, then record into same variables, then select the variable sex of respondent, which I have considered here, sex of respondent. So this one you just select and then click on here, and then in numeric variables box sex of respondent is coming, and after that what we have to do, just click on old and new values, and then here this window will appear. Then in old value in this box just you give 1. Here put 1, just click on it, then put 1 in old value and 2 in new value here. Okay, then click on add, this one, click on add, then put 2 in old value. Here you see again you put 2 is here, first one is 1, and now we are putting here 2 as old value and 1 is your new value. Okay, then again you click on add. What is coming? 2 to 1. That means in this old to new variable box, here you see first one is 1 to 2 and the second one is 2 to 1. Then click continue, then OK. So this is your result. So now we come to our presentation. From here we have performed how to record sex into same variables and how to record in different variables. So this is all about my first lecture. I hope all of you understood these things. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, you can mail me. I have given my email ID in my presentation slide, in my title slide. So thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the informative lecture. Our participants have surely gained valuable insight into the topic discussed. We will again meet ma'am in her next session on regression and correlation using SPSS. Thank you.